And the fifth frame in is just nothing but capped brood. So it's July 2nd, and I'm taking a look at the lower and upper deep, as well as the honey super. And the lower deep only has well, this is a frame that has that isn't drawn out really. It's got a bit of brood down at the top there, right there, and then it's got 3 frames with brood. 1, 2, 3, and then this is foundation. This is black plastic, and they haven't been doing anything on that really, but it's drawn out and slightly, and not much is going on it. It's basically just foundation. They only just started drawing comb on it. And then the rest of these frames here, the rest of the 5 frames are just a mixture of just cram-packed full of what I think is blackberry pollen, gray pollen, and yeah, so 5 of the lower deeps frames are just cram-packed with pollen and some nectar, uncapped honey. And then in the upper deep here we have 6 frames of brood. This is a honey frame, an uncapped nectar frame, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5. The other side is just honey, but 5.5 frames are just brood with honey in the corners, some capped honey in the corners, and some uncapped nectar and honey around the brood pattern that's clustered right in there. And then yeah, I guess that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, then the rest, the 4 on my left here, are just uncapped nectar and honey. So they're kind of building up one side of the brood box here, and then leaving the other side for nectar and pollen. Maybe that's normal. Take a look here, but they're being pretty efficient with all their space. I think they're between these 2 boxes, there's only about 2 frames that they need to draw the foundation on still. But they haven't touched the honey super yet. Maybe in a couple weeks here there'll be a boom in the population, and then maybe they'll get to work on the honey super. So hopefully in a couple weeks here that's what will happen. I also put on the propolis mat a couple days ago. They're starting to fill that up slightly. But yeah, they're just bringing in tons of pollen. Just tons. I think they're also bringing in nectar though, because they are capping the honey in the corners. It wasn't like that a couple weeks ago. And also, like all these frames down here, they didn't have all that blackberry pollen, so It's definitely busy. Busy, busy, busy. Yeah, I've got, actually it's in the upper deep. I've got 2 frames here that are drone comb, and they just started putting nectar in one of the drone combs here on the one side. It's got a little bit of nectar that they're starting to store away in that, so that's good. I'm thinking maybe I should get a pollen trap on here or something, just so that the brood box, the lower brood box here, opens up. Because it is just cram-packed with pollen. There's got to be like 5 frames of pollen in here. So, I don't know. That seems like a bit much pollen. Okay, I'm gonna close it back up. What a beautiful frame. The other side looks just like this. So yeah, this is the 5th frame in, and these 3 here are capped brood and honey in the corners, or open brood and honey in the corners. And then that first frame there is nectar on the inside of the frame. Looks like they're starting to do a little bit of cross comb right there. Yeah, they're starting to cap some of the honey for the first week here. Last week there wasn't any capped honey, and now they're starting to cap it, so that's cool. I've stopped feeding them pollen patties, so maybe with the natural pollen that they bring in, maybe that will decrease the amount of brood in the following weeks here, and that'll probably occur naturally, and maybe then they'll start getting a little older, and then all these bees will start turning into foraging bees, and then maybe they'll start drawing out the foundation in the honey super. But yeah, this is the upper deep. Hopefully we get some nice weather.